Hello and good evening and welcome into Tammy Loves Vintage. It's been a day, hasn't it? It's been a very sad day for our country. And yeah, I'm just kind of maybe feeling like the rest of you guys are feeling. Like, what is happening? What is happening? So I had a paint job this morning and I just crawled around painting baseboard and got it all caulked and got it all done. And then I have been dealing with contractors and on another project, roofers, plumbers, a couple of like general contractors, electrician. Oh, my brain is just frazzled. So anyway, I just kept thinking about this little frame that I had and thought, you know, crafting is therapy. I say this all the time. Crafting is therapy. And I just need a little therapy before I go to bed tonight, I think. Just a little crafting settled me down. Therapy truly is what it is. So let's see here. I need to get a brush. This is probably an overkill brush, but it'll be fine. All right, let's get our decoupage medium out here. I'm using golden matte medium, and I'm going to just slather up this papier-mâché frame. I should have taken it, actually, I think I will take a picture of it before I start because it's going to be such a transformation. This frame, I believe, I'll check here in just a second. I need to get rid of this little ribbon that's holding the back open. I'm going to take a picture of it so I can show like a before and after. There we go. Okay, so this frame, yeah, Factory Direct Craft is where it came from. And it easels, like it sits up. That's what that ribbon is for, just so it doesn't, you know, fall out. But anyway, there we go. Let's do a little crafting. Just to settle our minds. And I know there's probably a bunch of you in bed. I hear all the time, I watch you until I fall asleep. Which is like, okay. I put you to sleep, huh? That's good. That's good. Whatever it takes to get you there, right? As long as you're sleeping well, I'm happy to contribute. Happy to contribute to the sleep. So, did I just go too far? Yes, I did. Okay, let's see. These look like Easter eggs. These are from I used this to clean up those leaves yesterday. Okay, so I'm just put down some medium, and then I'm going to put down some book pages here. Do I need a straight edge? Maybe. Ooh, am I going to be able to cut a straight edge? Probably not straight, but we'll see. We'll see how I do. Yeah, not straight, but straight enough. Okay. All right. So we got that one down, and then I'm going to go over top of it, and I'm just going to sand it off. You know how we do, right? You guys know. But the middle, I don't think I should have to sand that part. So, okay, there we go. You guys have had days like this, I'm sure. But it just the world is just crazy. We all know. I think we all feel a little piece of our heart kind of ripped out with all of the news going on. It's just sad for such a young family. His kids, so sad. So anyway, I got home from work about, I don't know, 3 o'clock or so, and then I had to go out and meet with these contractors tonight. And, did I not put more stuff down? I thought I did. Not really sticking. There we go. There we go. Now she's going down. Anyway, so let's talk about something happy here. let's talk about how this project is going to go and be wonderful, right? It's going to be wonderful. Because yes, I need just a little speck of therapy tonight. How about you guys? Anybody else need a little therapy tonight? Okay. Okay, so there's that edge. Now I see a little spot. That's all right. That's a straight edge. We'll fix that. Fixie, fix, fix. Fixing everything here. Okay. Now slather some more on just to seal it. Now let's keep it going. I think I could get a straight edge out of that. Make it still fit. I think this is going to be really pretty. Now, we've mentioned about doing this. I've mentioned about doing this project a few times and told you it's a paper plate project I've had on my work table. And I keep saying I'm going to do it, I'm going to do it, and I hadn't done it. So today's the day. I know it's bedtime and all, but I'm tired, but I'm not tired, you know. I'm sleepy, but I don't think I'll go to sleep. So maybe we'll just do this and unwind a little bit. That's what I'm thinking. We're just going to unwind a little bit with this project. So I'm making ripped edges here as I go. And filling this in with old book pages. And there's that one in the middle. Okay, that's a good one. And then we have consistent pages all around. And then I told you I had a little rip up there. Oh, it's still not wanting to stick. I don't know what's wrong with this top corner. It is being really persnickety. All right, and then I need to get just a little piece right here. Wasn't sticking very well. And that's not sticking very well. Come on. Come on. There we go. Okay. Now let's sand this down. Let's see what we got. So I'm going to use our little, gator sander. You guys all know we all love these. They work so good to create a straight line. There we go. Doing great. A little tear there. Right when I said it, I got a little tear. Figures. Stick down there. I usually dry it out. It does better when it's dry, but it's a little off tonight, I told you. So let's see what we could do with this frame. I think we can make it lovely. Absolutely lovely. And I'm excited to see how it's going to turn out. So, okay, there's our frame. Where's my glasses? Here's some. Okay. Let's see if I'm seeing anything. Yeah. Looking good. Let's see here. I might need to trim off just a little bit without ripping. Let's see. It needs to be dry. Oh, there, I got it. I hope I did it. And this, I didn't get this quite. It's a little bit. I don't want to rip it. Let me fold it down. Okay, there we go. All right. And then I have a picture. This little girl, I had an old photograph of her. It was an old cabinet card, and I thought she was so stinking cute. And so I photocopied her. You can see where I sewed. I actually ran it through the sewing machine on the original. And I put her on a project forever ago, and I believe. And so, this is full of. So I want to use her in here, and I think she's going to fit. I think. Oh, wait, she might be too. Let's see. Oh boy, she is a perfect, wow. She's a perfect fit. Okay, so I've got my hot glue on. I think I'm just gonna put a little, kind of a little squiggly there. And let's see if we can drag that down and get it. Maybe that'll be just enough to tack it. Nope, no it's not. Well, seriously? It didn't hold. Hang on. I thought that was going to be so smart. It didn't hold. Let's see. I'm going to do a different kind of paper, but let me see if I can get some of this glob out of here so she lays flat. Wow. Hot glue let me down on this one, didn't it? Usually I'm a hot glue girl. You let me down, glue gun. There we go. Okay. All right, so I'm gonna switch. I'm gonna do the glitter glue, the art glitter glue. Let's do that. For goodness sake. Shove her back out if she'll go. Oh, for goodness sake, she's not coming out. All right, let's get there. We'll finagle her. All right, here we go. Let's put down some art glitter glue and see if that we can make her hold with that. Okay, let me seal this up again. That little precision tip dries out really quickly. Okay, now let's slide it back in the little slot. And then I need to lift it up so as not to get glue on the picture. Pull it down over the glue, and then we're gonna shove it in here, back in. Right? If I can. There. Ooh, that's pretty good. There, I did it. I did it, and I still have a few wet spots. But yay! So there, here we go. Now it's still drying. You can see it drying, and I have some wet spots. But hi, you guys. Hi, I'm sorry I didn't say hello. I'm kind of hiding from you because I look so bad. Once again, I got home from work, and I had to go back out and meet some contractors on a job, and so I'm a mess. But hey, Marilyn. Hey, Sandra and Daryl and Norma. Hi, you guys. Hey, Cheryl. Oh, you're not late. Hi, Sue and Lisa and Carol. Hi, you guys. You got your package. So happy with everything. I'm so glad that they won't let me open and see the rest of what you said. I'm so glad, Cheryl. Hi, Sue, and there's Karen. Hi, everybody. So, okay, that's all. You just get a glimpse of my awfulness tonight. But, you know, if I went upstairs to clean up and, you know, all that, I would have just been done. I wouldn't get my frame done. So, okay, now I feel like I kind of want to dress the outside of this. Do I want to do it now? I'm going to wait a minute. I'm going to wait because I also want to put down this old netting. I have this really old netting from an old hat, and I kind of want to place this netting. Another Jimmy Swift trick she taught me is to put old netting down over your picture, and it really is a cool look. So let's do that next. Let's cut this, probably was the center of the hat, and let's see. This is pretty haggard. It's pretty tattered. And there's some holes, and it's not perfect, but that's okay. Let's see here. Yeah, I think I'm going to tack it. Do I just want to tack it in each corner? Let's see. It's kind of folded over there. Let's just do that. Let's just tack it. And then when I put that lace down over top, I will, I'll cover up where these tacks are. So that'll be fine. Okay, so there's one, and there's one. Okay. I'm going to bring it over here and I'm going to stretch it out some more and hit it here and here. And I'm going to leave it hang up, you know, up wherever it's too big. That's fine. Okay, I'm going to stretch it across the picture. Okay, there we go. Oops. My paper's so wet still. A little dampy damp. Okay, there's that. And then I need to stretch it here just a bit, which is fine. It'll all be, oh, yeah, there we go. It will be all underneath the lace. Yeah, my paper's really wet right there. Okay. So there's that. You can hold, do you think you can hold that? Glue, you think you can hold? Okay. Let me go ahead and glue this down too. It's not looking all that great. But trust me, you guys, trust me, it'll be fantastic. I promise. I promise. Okay, so there's that. I promise it'll be great. Okay, yeah, I think I need to stretch it out. There's a big tear right there, but I kind of don't mind that. But I do think I want to stretch it out. Okay, let's do that. We'll get it over here where we want it. Okay. Yep, this is the only place I didn't stretch it, so we might as well do it. Okay, stretch it here. Okay, and then I'm going to cut off the rest of this veil. I like to rip it, but I don't want to rip it now that I've got it on here. Okay, so there's that. I'm done with that. Oops. Okay. All right, so here you can see how it looks underneath, and I'm going to trim it out. So not to worry, I'm going to trim it all out. So it'll be fine. It'll be fine, I promise. Okay. So then I pulled some lace pieces, some what do we call them? Appliques. And I have those here. So let's take a gander at what I got to work with, what I pulled for my paper plate project. So let's see what we pulled for that. I pulled these pieces of applique and this piece of applique. I've got this, got some leaves I can cut out. I got a couple sections of those. I got a flower. I have this. I have this stuff. I pulled all kinds of stuff. So if I lay this on here, that's kind of pretty. Kind of pretty. You know what I wasn't really thinking about, and you're probably all like, wonder what she's going to do about that, is the edge of the frame. I should have wrapped the paper around it. But you know, what if we do rub and buff? Let me just stop right now. Maybe put on a little finger doodad. And hi, Elizabeth. Let's do this. And let's go ahead, and even if I think I'm going to intentionally put a little bit over, but see, I've got that paper mache look, and I think I'm going to use the rub and buff and just gold it. And I think that's going to be quite pretty. Yeah. Well, let me just show you what that did. Rather than messing with wrapping the paper, get that off the back, and then I want to put, so there, see, it's that instead of that. So that's better. And then I think I want to just gently put some over onto the paper, just a little bit, nothing too much. I may end up putting a border around that, so maybe I could even go a little bit more. Maybe I do want to be a little crazy with it. Okay. All right, I'm going to do this top part. You can't beat rub and buff. It's surprising to me how many people have never heard of Rub and Buff. And if you've never used it, it is amazing. It will hold up really well on handles and doorknobs and like cabinet doors and all that. It does a really good job. Your light fixtures, if you want to add a little bit of gold to a black, you know, maybe you have a black wrought iron something and it needs a little change. Just a little bit of gold highlight on it would be really pretty. This is the product to use. I'm barely using any, I mean, there's barely anything on there. And I'll get a little stronger now, aren't I? Let's go back and equal it out. I'm liking that gold edge. I'm really liking it. So I'm going for it. I'm going big. I'm already home, but I'm going big. Alrighty, there we go. And I just have to do the bottom of this. And it's already got that gold ribbon, so that's cool. I don't have to really worry about it. Okay, we've already done it over onto the front. And for a change, it doesn't matter if it gets on my clothes because I got my painting clothes on. So, we were working on a job and oh, it was such a nice change. We painted it antique white and it was a really dark gray color, really dark gray walls. And we took it from dark gray clear to antique white. And we did 3 coats of paint in this big room. And I swear after it dried, she could still see through it just a little bit here and there. Not a lot, but a little bit here and there. And she said, you know what? She called me and she said, I don't think I like my color choice. It was too yellow for her and she wanted it more beige. So we're going back on Friday and we're going to start over and we're going to repaint it to a color. And that's not the first time that's happened. So anybody that's, you know, had that happen to them, you're not alone. It happens. We're going to repaint in it's called Killam Beige, and it's a beautiful, beautiful beige color by Sherwin-Williams. So I know she's going to be happy with that. So, okay, now we've got our gold edge. So see, that just solved that little problem, right? That solved that little problem. I'm not crazy for the slit showing there where I slid the girl in. I don't know about that. We'll just see. Maybe I'll just make it so spectacular you won't even notice that that's up there. Maybe what I need is to put something like this that actually would wrap around and hide that just a snap. What would that do? I'd have to cut that off just there. Do I like that? I'm not sure. Or a piece like this that's already loose. But that's not enough to wrap it. See why I laid so many things? And I've got these leaves that I could cut out. Well, I'm kind of digging the leaves, actually. I'll cut the stems off of these. This is just a big, long piece of lace. Get the stems off of there. There's another that was attached up here. I kind of like these leaves. The way they're laying. I love the applique. I like this a lot. And then when I go to put this trim on, what's that going to look like to lay it over top of the leaf? I was thinking put the ruffle outside. What do we think? Is that good? I'm not sure about that. Does it need to lay on top? Or is it cooler to have it underneath? Or am I better to just... I really have to trim this out because of how I've done that. I'm going to do it now so then I can work around it. I'm doing it now. Okay. You like it? Oh, good. Where you buy your finger cut? Oh, yes, it's better than a big glove, and it's not so sweaty. They're tight, though. They are tight. They're just on Amazon. I'll put a link for you so you get the same ones. I'll put a link in the comments. So when I'm done, I'm sure I'm going straight to bed. So I'll lay in bed and comment and link it for you, Mona. Or Elizabeth. Who said that? Elizabeth, sorry. Yeah, I use them all the time. But mainly for rub and buff. When I'm doing rub and buff, I use them. Or if I'm using like antique paste or something and I'm rubbing in like a dark wax sort of thing, I'll use them. See a little, well, we'll just place something over that, a flower or something. And this silly string is, it's messing up my look here. Okay. I love this little lace. Okay. My plan was to run it here and on the outside edge, but I don't know that I need it on the outside edge now that I did all that gold. I don't know. We will see. There we go. I'll probably put something up there. Okay. And I don't like this net. You know, I usually love the netting. I don't love the netting. Get it out of there. I love the netting there. I just didn't like it hanging out up above. Okay. All right. So here we are. Sweet, sweet, sweet. Okay. Now, let's see if I ran this. Yeah, see, I lose all that gold. I don't really want to do that. If I ran it on the edge this way, what does that look like? It's okay. It's okay, but that's kind of weird to have it. No, I don't like it. Nope. All right, we're done with that. I'm not doing any more with that. Now I'm really liking these leaves, and I know I have more. So I think this one's got to come off. This one right here. So I'm sorry I'm not looking at comments, you guys. I debated on even coming on. It's been a heck of a day, but okay. Yeah, I need to free them all up and use them where I want them rather than where they are. So hang on here and let's free these up a little bit. Let's see. Here's that one. That one. Boy, do you guys ever pay attention to the post I do on Fridays? I know a ton of people post their projects. If you're a crafter, every Friday I post a thing, share what you've been making. And if you're a maker and you're selling stuff, you are more than welcome to put your information, your Etsy page, your prices, your website, however you want to do it. You're welcome to do that there. There's so many talented people, and it's fun for you guys. It's inspiring, number one. It's inspiring. And number two, it is, it's just nice to support small businesses. And with the holidays coming up, you really see some unique things. Lots of jewelry, lots of painted things, but there are sometimes some really unique things that wow. It's very impressive. And I can't always, I can't answer or comment on everybody. I try, but Facebook keeps popping me back and forth and scrolling, and I spend forever trying to comment as much as I do. But I do scroll through and at least look at everybody, and it is unreal. Oh, that's pretty. I kind of like that, right? Like that. Yeah, so it's every Friday. It's on my page. Or if you know someone that's a seller or whatever, there's no charge. It's just share, and it's where you can, I can see what you're doing. And some of you guys, I mean, I recognize your names and I'm like, dang, I didn't know she could do that. Like, how'd she do that or whatever? It's very cool. It's very cool to me to see. And I just thank you guys for participating in that. There's so many that post there and it's fun. It's fun to see. Okay, so I'm going to put this down in my trash can because I didn't get out my big board, and I'm going to spray with Super 77 to lay this out, okay? And, yeah, so there we go. Okay. And then I'm going to lay those leaves out, and then we're going to see what else. I've got a couple of little flowers. I still have that little piece. I have that doily. I really thought I was going to go with this kind of thing, but after I laid it all out, I wasn't feeling it. So anyway, okay, this needs to just set for a minute, which I think it has done. So it makes it sticky. If it sets, it makes it sticky. So there's that one. And then I had another one up here, I'm pretty sure. Gotta remember how I had them because I really did like them how I had them. And then I've got another one here. I'll take it that way. I know they're not going the same, but it's okay. And then this one can go this way. And then I had one more just to not be like a set, you know, to kind of throw it off a little bit. Okay, so there's that. Let's get this back in the trash. Okay, now I have, let's see, I have this little flower thing that I could add it in. Only have one out, huh? Yep, I only have one out. Okay, fine. What's this? I have a little teeny one. You could put that in, and then I have these two little doodads. Let's see what we think of this here. Looks nice. I think I like that. Hi everybody. Hi Elizabeth. Thanks Elizabeth. Hi Glenda and Cheryl. Hi Julie. Thank you. Hey. Thanks you guys. Thanks Sandra. Like the leaf on the top. Thanks Marilyn. Hi. Okay, I read them all. All right, just checking in. Just checking in. All right, now I'm gonna put some buttons. I keep my buttons behind me. You guys know that. So, and I got some little tiny gold ones. I don't want to put anything in there because I don't want to cover that up, but that's adorable. But do I like that there? Or, no, I'm good with that. It's a bigger space. I love this little one is fabulous. I love that. And then let's stick this one, and I'm just going to put the glue in the middle so that the petals can still kind of rise off of there and add a little bit of texture. And then let's stick this one here off to the side, and then the same thing on this one that's like the other. I'm just going to lay it just in the middle so that those petals can kind of cup up a little bit, just for a little more texture. Okay, so see that I love this one's my favorite. Someone crocheted that. But there they are, little appliques, all sorts of little appliques. How sweet! Let's put some buttons in here, and you know we like the ones with the strings in them. They just look a little more finished than the ones without. See that? Let's see. These are. Oh, this is I'm comparing plastic to mother of pearl. That doesn't really count. But see how it looks more finished with the string. I know I've got a follower here that doesn't care for the strings, and I keep saying I am going to convert her, get her, yeah, that was perfect. I'm going to get her to like strings in her buttons. I don't know if I have or not. Her name is Martha. I'm not sure Martha's going to come around, but no, I don't want one up there, and that's too big. So I've got some smaller, I got some little tinies in here, but it's tough to get strings, get the teeny tinies with strings. So let me see what I've got. I've got a couple solids. I might do that, just a solid, no holes. I could do that in those two, just the solid mother of pearl. Okay. And then I need one more. I just want one with string. Yeah, you can't get to strings in the little ones. Let's see. Nope, I'm not. I don't think I'm going to put a button in there, but I need a button there. I don't want a button in it, but I need a button around it. So let's see what happens here. If I find some smaller ones, maybe. Does that take away from the flower? Here's another. It might take away from the flower. Maybe I'll do a little cluster up here. Let's see about that. Yeah, maybe that's what I need to do. Put a little cluster. What do you think of that? Can't see that third one. And then I've got one lonely. I can't do the lonely. He needs a little puddle of buttons on there too. I love making little puddles of buttons. You guys know I love my little puddles of buttons. Okay. Is that too distracting? Should they be in a row, like on the vein maybe? Maybe I should try that. 1, 2, this one's so much smaller. I think this button's too big. Let me see. There. Yeah, I kind of like that better, in a row. Kind of like it in a row better. I feel like I'm taking away from this little gem right there, my best thing. Best thing on here. Pull them away a little bit. Okay, so let me shove these back in here. That would be a disaster if I dropped them. Okay, so let's get these glued down because I'm really liking them. I know it's just tone on tone, monochromatic, very neutral, but I really like it. No, that's more my style of everything. I think I've been doing colorful the last, oh, I already glued that one, the last few days, but I need to get back to my neutral. The problem is when I make neutral things, then I want to keep it all. When I make the colorful things, it's not as hard to sell because it doesn't match in my house. So when I make neutral, it's like, oh boy, it's hard to let go. Okay, here we go. I'm almost done with the button gluing. Now this one I'm putting on upside down because the strings are so awesome on the underneath. Actually, so is that one. Is it weird to have them all upside down? Yeah, I better not do them all upside down. But sometimes the bottoms are better than the tops. So make sure you check the bottoms of your buttons. It's not like that one's a really good bottom, but we're going to do it this way anyway. Now, do I want to? I really like that. I wonder if I want to do some more. Let's see. Need smaller button. Oops. I need smaller button. Oh, look at that. Those are all sewn together. How cool is that? Can that go down like here? Oh, that's so cool. Someone has sewn that together. Let's see here. What if I flip it and leave the stringing? No. I think the stringing might be too much, but I really like it. So I'm just going to run a line right here. Hope that covers all 4. Flip them around here. Ding dong. Done and done. Okay. So we're going to snip this string off. I'm going to snip some of this off. I'll leave a little bit of a tail, but that was a little excessive of a tail. Okay. So there's my little string of buttons. Can you see? They were all sewn together right here, 4 of them. And then here's my other buttons. Okay, so that leaves me with just a couple of leaves here that doesn't have buttons. I had no idea I was going this direction, but I like it. It's different. It's really different. I like it. Like little bouquets of buttons. Okay, one that's too big, one, here's a nice little fella. Whoops, that's upside down. There you go. There's another little fella. There's a little fella for you. A little fella. And one more. That one's kind of big. Here's one. There's a little guy right there. Okay. Okay, let's do it. I like it. I really like it. It kind of adds a little, just a little subtle, very subtle touch. Not sure what you guys are saying. But if you're saying no, it's too late. They're going down. I'm not even looking. Last night I was indecisive. Tonight I'm in control. Tonight I'm doing it. I'm not going to be so wishy-washy. Yeah. Love it. So sweet. It's so sweet. Okay, now what can I do? I did, when I was coming on, waiting on the, you know, it's got this circle thing that goes round and round. It says 1, 2, 3, like 3, 2, 1. It counts down. 3, 2, 1, live. So while I was 3, 2, 1-ing, I threaded this netting onto this really old rusty buckle. I'm not sure I'm going to use it. And see how it's tattered over here, so it gives it a little texture, I guess. And over here is just whacked straight. Who likes it straight? Who likes it tattered? Because I'm going to tatter this side because I don't like it straight. But if you like it straight, go ahead. Make yours straight. There's no rules. You can do whatever you want. But I like it better like that. A little bit stuff happening. So it needed a little something, but I feel like it needs more. This is a different, I don't have any more of this kind up here. So do I just unthread that and put this whole thing? It's got a little bit of a hem on it. Let me cut that. Take my fabric scissors there, be sharper, and cut that hem off. Actually, let's see if I can rip it. Yeah. You bet I can. Okay. Now let's see, how big is this? So this is what, okay, what, you know what? I'm just going to cut it in half. No, I'm not. I'm going to rip it in half. Yeah. It's ripping just fine. I'm going to rip it in half. And then I can, let's see here. I'm going to take this out. I feel like it's too, it needs to be more pleated. So I'm going to start over. Okay. You like it tattered? Yay. I do too. I do too. There was a day in my life when I would have probably said, no, don't rip it, you know, but now I'm like, oh, I totally am tattered. I've come a long way in understanding antiques and vintage and ripped and chipped and broken and crazed and all the words, you know, all the things that come with authentically old, you know, a beautiful white ironstone pitcher. I want it crazed and stained and, you know, and if you don't know, just tell me, what are you talking about? So I'll be able to show you someday. That'll give me a reason to do a live and show you what I mean. But a lot of you guys have been following me for a long time, so you know what you know, we've all learned all that stuff. But yeah, crazing is like if you have an egg and it kind of spider web cracks, but it doesn't crack open. It's kind of got to look like that's what crazing is. Just little tiny kind of lines in it. There, look how cute that is. Isn't that cute? Okay, it's rough. It's really, really rough. But I think we're going to make it, work. Okay, let's just see. But yeah, it's much better fuller. I don't have any more to add in, or I probably could stand to add a little bit more. Okay, this is awfully straight right here. I see some rip it around a little bit. Okay, that's all tattered. This is a little straight right here. Okay. Okay. Put this little buckle in there. Cute. All right, now I need to see, I've got, I don't care for the black on this cross. I've got, and this is silvery and this is gold. Okay. So I need to rub and buff this buckle just a little bit. I don't want to lose the rust. I don't want to lose the little bit of sparkle silvering that's on it, but it needs just a tap of gold just to pull it all together. Okay, so I'm just gonna do a little tap of gold on here, just a little bit, just to make it all work. Like I said, I don't want to lose the rust. There, just little touches of gold. That's all we need. Just a little bit. Okay. Now that's better. Okay, that's better. Then it makes the gold heart work. And then I've got some seam binding here. I can find the end. It's laying on my table. I've wadded it up. I got it wet yesterday and wadded it and did all that stuff. So it's been drying. Oh gosh, how am I ever going to shove that in there? Let me see here. I'm going to get it good and wet and spin it. See if I can get it in that tiny little hole. It's a tiny one and it is really, oh gosh. Let's see, here is a skewer in my brush jar. I don't know if I can get it. Oh, the skewer went through. Nope, I lost it. It needs this, you guys, or I wouldn't bother, but it really needs it. Okay, let me, where are my tweezers? Here they are. So I hope you guys all take a break from the news. Just shut the news off for a minute, and I know we all need to know and be aware of our world, but sometimes just enough for a minute, right? It's just nice to take a little break. You can go back, see what you missed, but such a sad day. Okay, let's see here. Trying not to talk about it, but it's on my mind. It's on my mind. Heavy. Thank you, Elizabeth. I got your message that you just sent, Elizabeth. Thank you. Thank you, May. Could you use both nets? What's that? What do you say? Could you use both nets as layering if you want fuller? But I did use both pieces in there. Yes. I did. Okay, so let me fan this out. Make it be pretty, and I don't want it too big, so cut the tails back. Okay. Those scissors were overkill, weren't they? Okay. Oh, look how sweet. See? And I'm thinking we'll just attach that right here at the bottom, middle bottom. I like it. And I'm only attaching the seam binding, which is attached to the heart, but I kind of want the heart to be free. Okay. I'm good to put this down. I'm happy with this. I think this is great. I want to put a piece, let me see if I want another little something underneath it, or am I just getting too much? It's kind of too much down here. It's great up here, but it's too much down here. I think I'm okay without it. Okay. All right. I'm going to put this old buckle down. Right into that corner. Let's see if I can push that down. Okay. All right. And then that's all fluffy. Okay, like fluffy. And this is just a papier-mâché factory direct craft frame. It's not you know, anything expensive or anything. It looks like it would be, right? We've jazzed her up pretty big time. So okay, anything else you guys can think of? I think maybe a couple of gold buttons. Let me grab my gold button box. Hang on. I feel like it just needs a little bit more gold. I don't know if it's buttons. I can't do black. Let's see. I'm thinking like it needs something for sure in that corner. Was that too? Yeah, that's too much with that. Oh, I might not be able to. Here's a little one. Let's see what that does. Oh, that's better because it matches better. But I think I need something under it. So I might just take this other piece of netting. The edges are already rippy. Pucker it together. Oh, it's too big. Okay. Let's rip it. Oh, I was going to say let's rip it down, but see if I can rip it down just a little bit. And you guys know to keep all of your little pieces, all those little pieces I cut off of my bows and stuff. You keep that for your snippet rolls. That's where we get that stuff. Yeah, okay, so let's twist this to make it nice and tight in the middle. See, I'm trying to make like a little bow, just a backer for that button. So I'll lay some glue here in the corner. I'm gonna lay that down there and push it in so that it grabs. And then as soon as I'm sure it's grabbed nicely, I will fluff it. Okay, and then that is such a nice match with that. I think I'm gonna go with that one. I might have a prettier button, but that's not, I don't mind that one, or I wouldn't do it, but it is such a great match of gold finish with that heart. Now I feel like I need something right here. I don't want any more buttons. Let's just see, but I need it to be gold. So let me look at my earrings. Let's see what I got. Color. See, you guys need to see here. I just want gold. I don't know that I have plain gold in here. Oh, what's this? Oh, that's a beauty. Look at that. That's a gold rhinestone looking. What would that do? Nope, I don't like it. I feel like I need like a bar pin is what I really want. And I've got a red one. A red bar pin. That doesn't work. That's what I feel like I need is a red. Okay, let me check another. I could do an old key. Hang on. Let's see about that. Oh, hang on. Let's see. I could do like a little old key. That might be, you know, so I just was thinking something long, and like here's a little brass one. Those are a little pricey nowadays, but I'm not sure that's the ticket. I was thinking, but I'm not sure. Of course, it needs a little ribbon on it. Let's see. Let's tie it out. Let's see. Maybe I just didn't get quite the right one. Kind of a chunky monkey there. This one's too big now. That's a great match with that though. This one's just too chunky. A little winder. Maybe 2 keys. Let's see what happens. I'll have to see what you guys are saying. So I do have one more box I could pull out before I commit. How late? Oh, it's only 10 o'clock. We're okay. Okay. All right. Don't need a bow or a bunch of fluff up here since we've already got the other. So let's do that. Cut off the tail. Okay. Let's see, let me just look in there and see, what do we think? Well, that kind of balances out the metals, and they're not, I've got a button, a heart, keys, and a buckle, so they're all different. Okay, I'm not hating that, but let me see if I have anything better. I have this drawer. Now this is all my crazy stuff. Who knows what's in here? I'll let you nose around a little if you want. There's more buckles. Here's a little bar pin. This is what I was talking about. I think Marilyn calls them a lingerie pin. They're these little, like a bar pin. So that's what I was picturing, was a little bar pin, but that's probably not enough. It's sweet as pie though. How sweet is that little pin? Oh my goodness. The buckle needs to go in with my other buckles. There's a keyhole thing. That would totally, no. Pins. Oh look, I got a whole bag full of bar pins. Okay, let's see what else we got here. There's another bar pin. Oh, looky, here's a little round pin that matches the buckle. Let's see what that does. Oh, but it's kind of like a buckle again. Like I'd have to put, it's like a buckle. No, 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 don't love it. There's another buckle in there. There's a little bow bar pin. What about that? Put in her hair. Is that weird? Yeah, that's too much. That's too much. I don't like it. I'm sorry. I don't like it. The keys seem heavy to me. This little bow bar pin. It's adorable. Yeah, that just seems not so heavy. I like the bow bar pin. So those would go back in the keys. see if anything else jumps out at me real quick like. Okay, I think we're going to go with that. There's another little cross. It's too colored. Heart. Got a light bulb and a wheel. I mean, this is just a box of who knows what, right? You just don't know what's in there. Okay, I'm going with this bow. This is beautiful. I love it. A little twisty. Straighten it out. And it's got like a necklace hook on it that I'm going to try and cut off because I don't want that little circle. See it at the top? Yeah, I don't want that up there. Gosh, I'm sorry it looks so bad, you guys. You know I normally try to dress up a little bit more for you. I really needed craft therapy tonight. I just felt like it would be a nice thing to have and to help me sleep and take my mind off of the day. I just thought this would be great. Okay, so yeah, that's much less distracting. I still see a little bit of it, but I don't think I can get it any cleaner with these cutters. They're just about as close as they can get. I hear the fire whistle. Oh boy, somebody's having a bad night. You guys hear it? I'm about a mile from the fire station, maybe 2, I don't know. I'm not very good with that. Okay, I think I bent it down enough. And then I think I need to cut off the back of this pin. I hate to. I could try to pin it. No, I can't. It is not coming out of there. Let's see, is it? Let me see. Got some little handy tools. Wow, it is really going off. Okay. Yeah, I can't get it to open up. No. I can't get it to open up, so I'm going to have to leave it on there or cut it off. Oh, so cute. I'm leaving it. Okay, here we go. I'm leaving it because it's holding it up nicely. I'm going to lay the glue right on the pin part. And I'll lay it right in there. Right like that. Oh, look how sweet. See that little bow? Isn't that sweet? Okay, guys. There we go. That's our little girl. Isn't she sweet? I wonder if I should spritz a little bit of antique medium on her. Just a little bit to age her back a little bit. I don't want a big clump to spritz out, but I wouldn't mind a little bit of aging. I don't know. Should I be afraid or should I do it? Let's see. Let me go over the trash just a little. Just a little. Oh yeah, that didn't hurt anything. That was kind of nice. Okay. Okay. Don't get too carried away now. Okay. So what that did, if you can see, it kind of just added a little brownness. A few little spots on her to kind of age her out a little bit. And you can see some of the spots on the buttons, maybe, but it's just a little antiquing medium. And so I just kind of gave it just a light. You can see she's still a little bit wet, but that'll all dry out. And I think it'll be marvelous. Marvelous. Okay, I think she's done. I'm gonna lay her down to dry, but I'll prop her up just so you guys can see her one last time up close. I love her. Isn't that crazy? It was just a boring little papier-mâché. Look at that. An old papier-mâché. Not old, but a stinking little cheap papier-mâché frame. How cool is that? So yeah, yay. I love it. It's beautiful. So you guys, I hope you guys love it too. Thank you for joining me and hanging out with me. And keeping me company, and I promise you I will go read your comments. I'm going to get ready and head to bed myself. I'm going to clean up this little mess, and I'll see you later. Yay, you like it. Thank you. Yay, yay. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Yay, I'm glad you guys like it. Thanks, Linda and Sherry. Thank you all. You could put a mop button in, you could put a mop button in the round pen. I don't know what a mop button is. Oh, mother of pearl. I bet that's what you were saying, a mother of pearl. Huh. Could you put 3 little pearls on the pin? Oh, I hate to hide it. It's so small. It's so tiny. I don't want to lose it. Thank you. Yep, lingerie pins. I said that. I said Marilyn told me that. Thank you, May. That's so nice of you. Hi, Debbie Harris. Hi, Gina. Hey, Vanessa. Thanks, you guys. Hi. Okay. Yay, I'm glad, Elizabeth. Thank you. Thanks, Marilyn. Thanks, Sandra. Okay, you guys, I'm going to head to bed. It is 10:17 here, so thanks for keeping me company and letting me, wind my day down a little bit, and I promise I'll try and look better next time I'm on, okay? We'll see. Look at me. All right, you guys. Have a great rest of your evening, and I will see you again real soon. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.